So me and Zain are going to learn about matter today. Zain, can you tell us what matter is?
Matter is something that takes up space.
Good. And so for our little demonstration, we are going to use ice cubes.
Ice cubes.
So can you do Mommy a favor and get us a pot out from under there?
I know how to pause this, Mama.
Good. Put it on the stove.
Mama, I know how to pause this.
No, don't pause it. Keep showing. Okay. No, where are the ice cubes?
Nothing.
Okay. Get out some ice cubes. I'm going to get a bowl. Here. Okay, that's perfect.
One more.
No, that's okay. One more.
Two more, actually.
Okay. Here you go. Dude, that we don't need this much ice, but okay, thank you. Put that back in close. Okay, now come on over here. Hold on. No, not a chair, a stool. Under the sink. Okay. So, right there. Tell me about this. What kind of matter is this? Does that look like liquid?
Well,
Can you drink it right now?
no. Little.
Okay. You can suck on it, but that doesn't make it a liquid. We're not going to put that one in the pot anymore. What is it? Is that a solid or a liquid?
Solid.
That is a solid, right?
Solid
It's like,
liquid.
no, you can't be solid and liquid. It's a solid.
It's a solid right now, but it can turn into liquid.
Ah, that's what we're going to do next. So now I want you to put a few ice cubes into the pot.
And they're slippery.
Okay.
You know how to
So
swim.
these are solids right now. Are they taking the shape of the container?
No.
No, they're not. They're keeping their own shape because they are solid, right? We need more ice cubes. Let's cover the bottom. Maybe you can point right at the thing. That's it. Just don't fall. All right, let's do some more.
When it's on the sun, I'm not going to be holding it like this.
That's okay. All right.
Actually,
I
I
think
made
that's probably enough. And now what we're going to do, I'm just going
Wait,
to...
one more. Just
You put one more. Okay, put some more. Okay. So now, remind me, are these ice cubes solids or liquids?
Solid.
Solids.
But first they're solid, and then when you heat them, they turn to liquid, or they keep them out something that ain't
Okay,
hot
so
for
Mommy's
too long.
turning on the pot, and now I'm going to make it hotter. What do you think's going to happen to it?
Melt.
It's going to melt. Good. So what is happening when it melts?
The bottom of it is just like disappearing, slowly turning
Okay.
into some liquid.
Ah.
It's this thing coming out of it.
And so when it's turning into a liquid, is it getting hotter or is it getting colder?
Hot.
It's getting hotter and it's melting. And then let's just wait for a minute for that to melt. So you watch it, but can you keep your hands away from there for Mommy? Because you're making me nervous. It's very hot under there, okay? This black part gets really hot.
Is this gonna be cool?
What are you looking at?
It's gone. It's disappearing fast.
Hold on to something, dear.
I am. To the bowl.
The bowl.
No,
This
I
is
need something that'll
cool.
hold you.
This is actually kind of cool watching, right?
Hmm?
Do not drink this. It turned into boiling water.
Well, yeah, what would happen if you drank boiling water?
Can't take too much heat, and then you could die.
Well, yeah, we'd definitely burn you, and yes, you actually could die from that. That's happened, hasn't it?
It's on the news.
Okay, so as what's happening right now, is it a solid or a liquid?
It's turning into liquid.
It's turning into liquid. There's still some solid and there's some liquid.
But there's
So
not
can
some
you
liquid.
tell me the difference between the solid and the liquid? Tell me about the shape.
So the shape of liquid, when it melts, it just turns into what, like, if it's in something, it turns to that shape. But
So
there's
it takes the shape of the
Yeah,
container. But what about the solid?
solids, when you put them in something, nothing happens
That's
to it.
right. It holds its own shape. That's exactly right.
I want to do this at
Watch your
experiment.
little fingers.
I want to show this to my class one day. That would be cool.
How long do you think it's going to take to turn from a solid to
I
a
think
liquid?
it's going to take 2 more minutes.
You
I
think
think
about
it's
2 more minutes? Well, it's 4:38 right now. Let's see how long it takes.
I think it's going to take.
It will be.
I think it's maybe going to take like 5 more minutes or so.
I don't think it's going to be 5 minutes. I think it'd be
Maybe
faster
3 or
than
4.
that. This is going pretty fast.
Yeah, it's only.
Ice-
I
ice-
touched that. And
Ice
yeah.
doesn't take a lot to melt, right?
Yeah. I got
Depending on how hot
Can I get
it
a
is.
snack right
Now,
now?
do you know after we're done this? Now, this isn't part of what you're learning today, but once the water turns into a liquid, right? And this doesn't happen with everything, but it does happen with water. We have 3 forms, right? This one is a solid.
Solid.
This is turning into a liquid, and then what do you think
it's liquid.
But then what would happen after liquid?
I know.
Don't put that back in there. What?
Gas.
It will turn into a gas.
It will evaporate into gas.
What kind of gas does water turn into?
I know.
What do we call that?
Kind of like steam.
Steam, that's exactly
And
right.
then it goes to the clouds, and then when it rains, it comes back
It
down,
comes back
and
down.
it goes to the ocean. Or
That
the
is kind of
rainforest.
like water recycling itself, isn't
Hey,
it?
it's
then-
like
and
a
then
water
repeats
cycle.
and repeats
It's
and
like a
repeats.
water cycle.
It is a water cycle. That's exactly what
Then
it
it'll
is.
repeat. Hey, that one's
Here, May, let's
Yeah.
watch the liquid. Oh, yeah, that ice cube on the counter is turning into
It's
a liquid
been
too.
1 minute.
timber. I was
It's
looking
been
at
1
that.
minute.
How much minutes have it been?
1.
Ooh, it's hot.
Yep.
Those
I think I'm wrong. I think I'm 2 minutes wrong.
Well, it's 4:40 now, so it's already been 2 minutes. You were right, May. It would take at least 2 minutes. I'm going to turn up the heat just a little bit.
What if it's 3 minutes?
So what happens? Whoops! What happens when Mommy turns the heat up under the pot?
More fire comes up.
So then what happens?
It's melting way faster.
It melts faster.
How much more minutes do we have left?
I don't think we have very many. Look, there's just that little teeny tiny bit.
So how much more minutes? I think it might be
still-
3 minutes.
It's still 4:40, so I think it took us 2 minutes. How long do you think it'll take before this starts turning into a gas?
I think it'll take 5 more minutes.
Okay,
Or
well,
an
it's
hour.
4:40
I think it's
right
going to
now.
take an hour.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it'll be an hour.
A while.
Can you see there, Cherish? You're so
hot.
Can you see?
So hot.
Yep, so don't go too close because you can really get burned. That black is all really hot right now, okay? I would feel better if you just kind of put your arm around me and then that way
Okay,
we don't have to
I
worry.
think now
There you
we're
go.
trying to evaporate it.
Well, it's not evaporating to a gas yet because it's got what has to happen before it turns into a gas?
Everything has to be melted.
Well, it's
turns
already
into a
melted,
liquid.
but what's going to happen to the water?
It has to. It
It
turns.
heats up.
Yep, it
It
heats up.
boils.
It boils. That's right. And how do we know that water is boiling?
It bubbles.
It's bubbling. That's right.
Bubbling?
Except soda. Soda has gas in it.
Yeah, soda is carbonated, so it already has gas. I need you to keep your hands down, sweet boy.
Soda's
And then when it evaporates,
I
you
need you to keep your hands down, sweet boy.
when it's evaporating,
Mhm.
it doesn't look like stuff are going away because you can't see it.
Oh, that's
But
true.
if you take an hour and come back,
Oh,
you're going
look what's happening. What's happening now,
It's
Zane? Can you tell
boiling,
us?
kind of.
boiling
Yeah,
and
it's starting to boil. And then it's going to come to what's called a rolling boil when there's lots of bubbles.
And it goes.
And then what's going to happen?
It get evaporate.
Then it's
And
Evaporate.
then it
goes to the clouds.
Or get stopped by the
and then
ceiling.
it and then it goes.
This isn't a lot of water, so we're not going to see lots of steam coming up. But you'll be able to feel it. Do you know that you can actually burn your hand on steam, though? So you have to be very careful.
So when
I
it
ate
turns to
steaming spaghetti.
but first steam.
Oh, here we go. Now we're getting to a rolling boil.
That is a rolling.
That's how Mommy makes macaroni and cheese. Did you know that?
And spaghetti.
And
and
spaghetti.
soup.
Go get
soup?
some macaroni. You
In
can have macaroni.
a little while.
I don't want to have macaroni.
I was thinking to make spaghetti for supper.
Spaghetti.
That is weird.
Bubble, bubble, bubble.
Do you think it's going to get hot enough to get steam? The kettle gets steam really well. I don't know if this...
Well, if it's so hot, it does like explodes with fire coming out.
That
If we put a lid on, then the steam would kind of come out the sides.
Oh, let's do it.
I don't know if this pot has a lid. No, that one's not big enough. Yeah, that lid's not big enough. I don't think we're going to be able to see the steam.
And where are we bubbling now?
Yeah, that's a rolling
I
boil.
feel like popping the bubble.
No, don't.
You're going to burn yourself.
Well, I know that must be smarty pants.
All right, and
Hey,
now,
stop
well, I
boiling.
turned the water off because this pot's not going to there's not enough. Oh,
Hey,
here, now you can see some steam.
I see the steam.
Now you see the steam. Do you see the steam
Let's put
coming up?
ice cream in it and
Can I-
see if it can stop
I drop it?
evaporating.
No, Mommy will put an ice cube in if you want to see what happens.
Let's see, does it stop it from boiling or does it
Well,
not?
well, what's happening? Once I put an ice cube in the water, what's going to happen to the water?
It's gonna go, there's more
going
time
hot.
to
It starts
fix
to
it.
do what? If we put ice into hot water, what happens to the water?
It starts.
What's the word?
Evaporate.
No, it's not evaporating. It evaporates when it gets hotter.
Boiling.
No, it's already boiling, but now I'm putting something cold in it. So once you put something...
Turning to liquid.
No, it's already a liquid. You're just guessing, buddy. It is cooling all of the water. When you put something cold in, it cools everything else.
More.
What does cool mean, Zane?
Cool.
If it cools.
It's getting colder.
Getting colder. That's what cool means. Okay, to cool means to get colder. Try one more.
I seen smoke coming out of the ice.
Yeah,
There's
what's
steam
smoke?
coming off.
How can smoke come out of the ice?
Well, it's steam. Careful, Zane. Careful. You don't want any splashing, so let Mommy do this part, okay? I just don't want you getting burned. All right. So do you think you understand what happened there? All right. I think May, you can turn that off. Yeah.